worlds really don't come any bigger than this. Let the final begin!
2, 1, activate.
This for the UK title, champions of the 7th Wars. Typhoon 2 allowed to get up to spinning speed and bouncing away, deflected away off Storm 2's front scoop, or maybe the side skirt. Now that's interesting, certainly withstanding the first bash from Typhoon 2. Only a deflecting blow, nothing more. They look pensive. This is going to be the hardest battle they've faced, the boys from the Edinburgh Air Cadets. Storm 2 giving chase. Surely they can't expect to get in underneath Typhoon 2's ground clearance. It's half a centimetre, but they're moving too quickly, I would have thought. Again, deflecting away. Piggybacking up on top of Storm 2, and Storm 2 lifting Typhoon 2. Very close to the arena wall.
If it goes over, that's it.
They're right in front of Jane over there. If it does go over, it's all over. But Typhoon lives to fight another moment or two. This is close stuff. Now, they're vulnerable when they're not up to full gyroscopic speed. And at the moment, it's like pinball out there. And again, Storm 2 giving chase, and Typhoon 2 is really up against it. Storm 2, with the pushing power of a tornado and the clever use of the flipper of a firestorm, is really on top here now. Typhoon, slams another great chunk out of the arena.
Smash the arena.
Seats is called. They smashed the arena. Second time this has happened in the grand final, Jane.
It's done it again. Smashed the arena. Once again, that is one powerfully destructive machine out there, Derek. They've done it again to your beautiful arena.
They keep breaking my stage. They're terrible, aren't they?
Well, Craig, I can tell you, the two grand finalists are back in the war zone.
Stand
Typhoon 2 and Storm 2. And the judges once again allowing the Typhoon 2 team to spin up the speed they were at before the cease was called.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Storm 2 on top before the cease, according to the judges. And again, pursuing Typhoon 2. Typhoon 2 takeoff, bounces down again. Matilda very close. Storm 2 pushing them into that CPZ and trying to lever them out of the arena. Storm 2 notching up points by the second here. And by my crude reckoning, ahead in this grand final. And the Edinburgh Air Cadets team look mighty, mighty worried. I think the way they reached this grand final would have had them as favourites. And just then, angling away off the pit, off a little chink maybe on the arena floor, but they're very close to the pit this side. The pit has opened. Typhoon 2, was that a turning point in the final as they just moved away at a curious angle from the pit? Storm 2's chase has slowed. Very curiously, I think that was a turning point as they literally turned right. And Typhoon 2 under pressure again from Storm 2. But is it just me, or is there as much menace about the Storm 2 push now? Perhaps there is. They got Typhoon 2 into the CP7, and in comes Matilda. And certainly the grand final favourites are up against it here. Storm 2 closing again. Typhoon 2 can't get up to spinning speed. Very, very level still though, and only seconds remain. Storm 2 away. What's happened to Storm 2? They've taken some damage on the front. Where on earth did that happen? That is major damage to Storm 2. As the grand final turned again. What a twister this was. The judges will have to decide it. Look at the damage later on. I just wonder whether that will be decisive after all their hard work. Well, they are our three wise men. No question, Storm 2 the more aggressive. Early on, levering Typhoon. after spinning submission, they couldn't spin. Typhoon came back strongly, I felt. Again pursued by Storm 2, a little hop and a jump. But they were spinning and causing damage at that moment. Leave it up. I think it turned there as they bounced away, dodged the pit. Storm 2 went in and somewhere here sustained major damage. That could be crucial.
Because damage is the important criterion in the scoring, it's important we're very clear about the damage that's done to each robot. The aggression is obvious, the control's obvious, the style's obvious, but the damage from where we're sitting is not obvious. No significant bodywork damage, is there?
Which way is it gonna go?
It's nerve-wracking up here. The judges are still making their decision. One of the most controversial and incident-filled finals we've ever had on Robot Wars. I'm going to ask the audience, if you think that Typhoon 2 won, make some noise! If you think that Storm 2 won, make some noise! Well, if it was down to the audience, I think you guys swung it. But as you know, it's down to the judges. The judges said that style was won by Typhoon 2. They said that control was won by Storm 2. They said that aggression was also won by Storm 2. They've said that damage, there's a bit of your robot back, was won by Typhoon 2. Now, because of the way the scoring is awarded for those categories, damage carries more weight. They've gone for Typhoon! Controversy in the war zone. The audience are not happy with the decision. The judges aren't happy with the decision. But it was unanimous because of the way it's loaded in the scoring. How do you feel about that?
Bit gutted.
The judges did inspect the damage personally, and to be fair, Typhoon looks like a brand new robot.
To lose one body panel against Typhoon when other people were coming out in a bin bag is pretty good going.
You must be very proud that it's still in one piece.
Yeah.
You won the New Blood Championship, and you've just gone out in the grand final. You came second. I mean, what a robot. Any improvements for next year?
Yeah, I'm going to learn to weld.
You're going to learn to weld. Ladies and gentlemen, please, what a robot. Go ballistic for Storm 2!
Congratulations.
Cheers.
Show the audience, you're the champions!
The audience can't wait. Put on your seatbelts. Here we go. Mission Revenge. Apollo, remember that Carbide did the dirty on them earlier on, attacking their rear end, and in they go to Sir Kill-A-Lot. And we've seen Carbide can get into trouble. And Apollo doing all the aggressive work early on. But up to speed comes the Carbide blade. Underneath goes the Apollo wedge with that very low ground clearance. They can get in underneath that blade, they can flip, they can cause trouble, and they've done it! They've done it! Sparks flew as the blade crashed against the arena floor, and Carbide in real trouble! And then again, Apollo had flipped Dead Metal out! Apollo had flipped the Childa out! Carbide and the elite compared to that! But Shunt of the House Robots remembered. Carbide against the arena side wall. Can Apollo keep up a sustained attack? The pit release activated. Carbide it was with a nudge. They know they're in trouble. They know at this stage Apollo are on top, and they've got themselves very, very dangerously on the front end of that flipper.
When Carbide win, they normally get things over and done with very quickly, but not here. And it's all Apollo. And there is no shuttle to safety for Carbide. Now gripped by the front flipper. Oh, how much damage there to Apollo, and the front flipper has been bent. Shunt came out of the CPZ or to the very edge of it and caught Apollo's flipper, but it's still working. Really good final, because Carbide have come back into it. I thought they were beaten, but look at this now. Apollo had that bit of a gas leak. Has that affected the front flipper? It seems to be staying open. Oh, Carbide just beyond the pit. They've had problems with the clutch as well, but they're on the attack, Carbide. They're trying to push Apollo. A mighty weight to push at 107 kilos. It's now who can get who towards the pit or into the CPZ, onto the floor flipper, because the weapons are largely kaput. What on earth happened there? Carbide dodges the floor flipper. This is absolute mayhem out there at the moment. Back they come in again. Carbide caught in the jaws and in towards Shunt, and can get damaged in there. Untested as a machine before. Robot Wars Carbide, they've done brilliantly.
It was a wonderful fight. It was a fantastic fight, but there was no clear winner. Right? So it has gone to a judge's decision, and that result has come through. The decision was unanimous. The winner of that fight, and therefore the Robot Wars champions for 2016, are Apollo.
Good luck, mate. Good luck, man.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Will Carbide's weaponry survive this year's final? That will be key. Eruption need to position themselves to get a flip in. Carbide very, very quick. Eruption, don't forget, can lift 1,000 kilos into the air. Carbide's death hub. Listen, can you hear it? Eruption trying to flip. The flipper sustained damage straight away, but certainly they can still move, Eruption, which is good to see. It's been a brilliant grand final so far. Carbide spinning away, the red hot paint of this slamming in on Eruption from the side panels. The angle of the armament very important, but at the moment it's Carbide getting through that armor. What a comeback by Eruption there. They can't take this too easily, Carbide. If they get lackadaisical for a moment, Eruption will flip them. They manoeuvre themselves again. They look to come in on the attack. See the sparks? That's what Carbide can do. Eruption with the flipper, but look at the damage to the flipper now. Has that weaponry packed in. Carbide senses they can come in. Eruption trying to flip and show everyone they're okay. I don't think they are. Oh, everything's coming off Eruption now. Absolutely everything. Oh, what a battle it was. But Carbide worthy winners. Carbide champions. Carbide, the strongest of the strong. Brilliant stuff. Worthy winners.
Well done, mate. Done it. You've done it, man.
Eruption so brave. Oh, they don't deserve this. Come on, Carbide, knockout, kill a lot. Oh, Shunt's coming in. Oh, and remember, Carbide, you may be champions now, but the house always wins with the house robot. You need to get out of there.
But he lost the weapon.
brilliant early on. Look at that, prepared to give as much as they took Eruption. But throughout the competition, Carbide have been at another level, and it shows you how improved these new robots have become. What damage, what a battle, and what a great series it's been.
Carbide, what is there to say? An unstoppable force throughout this whole competition.
Yeah, it's working pretty well now.
It is working pretty well. I mean, it just seems to be faultless, really.
No, in that fight, they're a tough nut to crack. It kept cutting out, and we'd get close to him, I'd go to charge, and then it'd stop about a foot away from him.
I mean, after the last series final being done by Apollo, a flipper, you must have been a little nervous that history may repeat itself.
Yeah, it was great to get the revenge on Apollo earlier on, definitely. Obviously, that's an awesome machine as well. To win's obviously amazing.
Well, you know what? It was wonderful watching you. Relentless, relentless robot, and gracious, and always smiling. And now excited because you promised. Please make some noise for our Robot Wars champions, Carbide.
There you go, Carbide. Congratulations. Fully deserved it. So congratulations on a faultless performance from Carbide the entire way through the competition. From all of us here at Robot Wars, good night.
Good luck, guys. Best of luck,
good
guys.
luck.
Yeah, good luck.
It comes to this, the grand final.
3, 2,
There can only be one winner for one of these machines, the coveted trophy. Oh, big slam there, Carbide trying to take Eruption out with the first attack. The reigning champions mean business here. They want to hold on to that trophy. Eruption, so durable, has come through so much to get this far. They're up against the title holders. Can Eruption stay out of trouble? Ah, another big hit from Carbide. Big bar spinner, heavy, weighty.
Is his flipper broken?
Devilish. Is the flipper of Eruption still working? I'm not too sure.
We're smoking.
The flipper of Eruption is working. The bar spinner of Carbide certainly. Oh, it's working. It's certainly working. We have a fight again. I thought Eruption were out, but that's what this whole program has been around this time. Robots seem to have been down and out, suddenly coming back and winning. And look at this, Eruption gets on top, and Carbide is over.
Two dead? Weapon dead?
The Carbide spinning blade has been stopped. They know they're in trouble here now, Sam and Dave.
Oh my God, the weapon's gone. He's lost his weapon.
Eruption, have they still got weaponry? Let's see, they're in underneath Carbide. I don't think they can flip Carbide though. Oh, we're going to see the end of the rain here. Is it working again?
Oh, it's spinning.
Is it working again? There was a hit from the spinner there. We have Fog of War. I am totally perplexed. Who's going to win it? I do not have one clue. I thought they were out there, the champions. It's going again. You can hear the drum of the bar spinner. Goodness me. Would you believe it? And oh, what was that? A spark in the booth, the control booth up there. Oh, a hit from the floor flipper. This is wonderful stuff. This is great stuff. In come Eruption again underneath Carbide. Tossing and turning it. This is the stuff of Robot Wars dream here. Carbide and Eruption, what a final. Now, is the bar spinner working? Yes, it still is. We know that Eruption's flipper hasn't been quite as forceful as we thought it would. I don't think there's any power left in the flipper, but they do have drive. They can push Carbide into horrible places. They need to be careful themselves, Eruption. Carbide on top now in the final. But Eruption know if they can release the pit or get in a flip like that, they can cause the champions problems. Carbide, if they stay out of trouble, should go on to win from this position. But how can I say that with the unpredictability of this whole grand final? It's been wonderful so far. But Carbide has the weaponry. Eruption, yes, getting a floor flip. They've waited their moment. Michael Oates, he has preserved enough energy to get in the flip on Carbide. We're going to go all the way, it seems.
Now time
36.
All the way to it, judges, at the end of the final, of the grand final. Wow, you couldn't have made that up. An Eruption, get a flip in, and Carbide are wobbling. An Eruption flips itself over with its own force, and Carbide drives it again. An Eruption attacks Carbide. Over they go. Will it ever cease? Over goes the floor flipper. Over goes Carbide. Eruption nearly got themselves caught in underneath the floor flipper, but they escaped. And could drive Carbide again, and Carbide, this is a technical turn for you, are running away. They are running away, the champions. Run away and try and dodge the trouble caused by that mean and merciless Michael Oates at the control of what a final. It goes to the judges. That is a battle befitting any Robot Wars occasion and befitting any final, and it's too close to call.
You know what? That is absolutely everything we could have wished for from a Robot Wars final. We were going nuts, they were going nuts. It was unbelievable. How was it for you?
I was like, we survived. I can't lie, every other time we fought Carbide, we've come out in a bin bag, totally destroyed, and we lasted the full 3 minutes.
Yes. What would it mean to you to take home this fine lump of steel?
I think, for me, that'd be my dream come true, probably.
Brilliant. I don't know what to say off the back of that. Let's hear it for Eruption.
Carbide, the second participant in, I think, our best final, because that was a proper scrap.
That was properly good, wasn't it?
It was good, wasn't it? Yeah. And you're the reigning champions. You beat them in the grand final last year. Yeah. And with the same two robots, you'd presume, it must have been a coronation for you both to sweep this. But this was as difficult for them and for you as any path to the competition.
That's right, yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen you as exhausted, both of you.
Yeah.
I mean, this has taken a lot out of you and Carbide.
Yeah, it's probably time for a new one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's had a lot of replaced parts. We've never had an event like this where we've had to work so hard to keep it going.
Okay, and it could be an overhaul, so this could be farewell to one of the great champions of Robot Wars, no matter what happens tonight.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, listen, give it up, ladies and gentlemen, not just for tonight, but for the last 3 years, for Carbide. So, one job left to do.
Okay, well, as you know, it went to a judge's decision, and that decision was unanimous. Eruption.
Well done, Michael. Well done. Thoroughly deserved.
It's quite heavy. Michael, come here. This is quite heavy. Stop hugging people and lift your trophy. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, Eruption. What an incredible battle. We hope you've enjoyed this series as much as we have. A huge thank you to all of our brilliant teams.
From all of us here, huge congratulations to our brand new Robot Wars champions, Eruption. Good night.
Good night.
Michael has fulfilled his lifelong dream, but it hasn't been easy.
There's been sacrifice.
Do you approve of this, by the way, this bunking away to do this?
Well, he's worked very hard beforehand, so I'm trusting him.
Controversy.
Oh, we're not ceasing, or what? Cease. He was powering down, and then a certain young man called Michael rear-ended us.
Even defeat.
And they waited the moment perfectly, and Eruption have finished here.
But in the face of adversity, Michael never gave up.
The one thing I've always known for my whole life, I want to win Robot Wars.
It's time for the biggest battle in Robot Wars history. Run away and dodge the trouble caused by that mean and merciless Michael Oates. This is the stuff of Robot Wars dream here.
Ultimately defeating Carbide in the final to become the new Robot Wars champion.